If there's any big flaw with Alu, I would have to point out to Lacey Chamber, who plays Alu. Alu is this young adult, and we can tell because of her reasons for leaving. But Chamber makes Alu sound like 11 years old, and that takes away from any belief that Alu shows any type of mature changing in any way. I don't understand why at the end the movie makes Alu look like she's become this strong-willed leader, since she really didn't do anything that brought out this trait in the movie, and it's hard to believe that she just finds out what it means because the situation calls for it. Next, story, elements, and pacing. Like I've been saying, there are magical elements that come in the forms of animals. They are there to be the keys to unlock both the past and the wolf sides to Balto and Alu. But when the spirits show themselves, they don't really do anything. All they do is say or do something that has nothing to do with the stuff that Balto and Alu are asking questions to. We see things like ravens, wolves with glowing eyes, and other things that don't give clear explanations for being there, other than just to be mysterious. But once they come, they're gone just like that. Case in point, the fight with the bear. When Balto and Alu meet the wolf pack, it feels like they just walked onto another movie set and add on more characters that happen to just pop out of nowhere. This whole idea with the wolf pack is not the best idea to have for Balto and Alu's quest for self-discovery. It feels like the two happen to walk into their area, said their highs and hellos, and said to themselves, ask no questions, just roll with it. Even if the wolves are there to be some type of help for their quest and to understand more about what it means to be a wolf, is meaningless since the wolves act just like the spirits, standing there and give no real information to help us understand. Then comes the film's Achilles Heel, the ending. When the wolf pack is in trouble and have no one to lead them to their new land, Alu then realizes that she must be the leader and knows it's for the best. Now here's my question. How does Alu know she is fit and ready to be a leader? She goes on in this movie not knowing anything about herself, and just out of nowhere, she feels to take on the role of leadership. This is where you know that the movie is trying to end as soon as it can, and forgets what Alu was trying to do this whole time. In fact, if this is the case with Alu, then where does Balto fit into this? If Alu found this out right on the spot, then what was the reason for Balto looking for Alu in the first place? Having Balto in here then is kind of pointless. But the thing that seals the film's fate is right after when Alu leaves. Balto sees a raven that's been following him all this time, and then right there, it shows itself to be Balto's mother in spirit. Now I don't submit to this idea of it being his mom, but she says nothing that Balto doesn't already know, and then Balto walks off screen, and we look at the sky, and we end here. Now some might know a theme going on here, and I've already pointed out a few times. The ultimate problem with Wolf Quest is that it's a story that sets up interesting questions and ideas, but never are they answered in any way. It's like if the writer just said to himself, you know what, they don't need to find out anything. Let's make them come all this way and just have them here all for nothing. Some might say that this is not a bad thing. It just makes things more mysterious than they were before. Well then, look at it like this. Say this is a mystery story, and we have to find out who the killer is. And from the very start and throughout this whole entire story, we are told specifically, find out who the killer is. Once we come to the end and think we found the guy, we find nothing at all, and the killer is still loose. When I saw Wolf Quest for the first time, I knew it would be my last, and seeing that no one, or nothing at all, got resolved, the ending to Wolf Quest had the words "rip off" written all over it. If anything, Wolf Quest is a good example of a good idea gone to waste, and no matter what you put into it, with the story idea, it proves that the film will still fail no matter what. But something good did happen out of Wolf Quest, and that was Wings of Change, which it went back to the style of the first film, and whose ideas were handled with more care and attention. Wolf Quest may have looked good on paper, but in the end, it completely missed the point.